We're going to put the rules from 2.1 and the rules from 2.2 together. And you're going to see all those questions I was asking earlier, how they come into play. We're going to start off with this problem. We've got a minus x, and it's plus 7, and it's equal to a negative 12 or a minus 12. Okay, we're going to start off with our routine of questions. Do we have any parentheses? No. Okay, do I have any like terms to the left of my equal? To the right of my equal? No. Okay, what side is my variable on? Left. Do I have anything added or subtracted to that variable?
Yes.
What? Plus 7. We want to zero out that plus 7. To zero out that plus 7, we do what? Subtract 7. And the rule is, what we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 7 here on the left. I have to subtract 7 over here on the right. Questions? Now we're going to clean this up. We've got a minus x. What's 7 minus 7? So this right here went to 0. It's out of there. Question? Okay. Now, let's look at what we've got over here on the right. You've got a negative 7. That's like you're in the whole $7. A negative 12. You're in the whole $12. You wrote a check for $7. What do you have? Negative 19. Exactly. Now, do we have x equal to number? No. Why don't we have x equal to number? Because the x is negative. It's negative what? Oh, that implied 1 that we've talked about, negative 1. How is that negative 1 hooked to that x? Multiplication. What does multiplication? Division. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 1. So I've got x is equal to, what's negative 19 divided by negative 1? 19. Now, let's look at checking this one. And the reason I want to look at checking this one is because of that minus x that's in the original. A lot of times students have difficulty with that when they go to check. Okay, that was my original. Okay, let me say to you, when you go to check, go ahead and pencil in that implied 1. And then you can see what you've got. You've got negative 1 times 19 plus 7 is equal to negative 12. Negative 1 times 19 is negative 19. Negative 19 plus 7. You're in the whole $19. You deposit $7. You're still in the hole, but only by $12. So minus 12 equals minus 12. It checks. So what is your answer? So 19 is what you're going to write for your answer or circle for your answer. Questions? Okay, let's move the bar up a little bit on this one. Okay, we're going to have to address another question we've talked about. And bear with me just a minute here. Okay, good. It did what it was supposed to. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is this problem. This particular problem says I've got a negative 7x, I've got a plus 2x, I've got a minus 3x, I've got a plus 3, a minus 20, and it's all equal to a lonely negative 3. Okay, first question. Any parentheses? No. Any like terms? On the left, right, we have like terms. Now, some of you have been in the office and spoken with me and have indicated that you're having a terrible time collecting your like terms. So let me give you this suggestion. I hope eventually you can do them in your head, but I want you to be successful, and if you need to write this step in, then please do. What you can do over here is where the x's are, put you a parenthesis, and in that parenthesis, put the numbers that are in front of the x. We've got a -7, we've got a +2, take the symbol with it, and a -3. Did I get all my x's there? And then I've got a +3 and a -20. So we're going to add up our x's here. If I'm 7 in the hole, I deposit 2, how much do I now have? -5, and then I write a check for 3. How much do I have? So I've got a -8x. Now let's look at the constants here. I have 3, and I write a check for 20. What do I now have? Negative what? A -17. Okay, I'm in the hole by 17, and it's all equal to -3. So for you that don't have any trouble collecting your like terms, you can go from the top here down to this last step. For you that are struggling with collecting your like terms, putting it in this way might be helpful to you. Okay? Okay, now the next question is, what side is your variable on? Left. Is there anything added to or subtracted from it? What? Yes, what? Oh. -17, okay. -17. We want to make that -17 go to 0. So what's the opposite of subtracting 17? +17. So I'm going to add 17 over here on the left, and if I add it on the left, I've got to add it on the right. Questions? So let's clean this up. Notice I keep bringing the equal straight down. That's what I recommend. Cleaning this up. The only x I have is -8x, and -17 plus 17 went to 0. So now over here on the right, that was on the left, on the right side, I'm in the hole by 3, and I deposit 17. What do I have? How much? 14. Now how is the x hooked to the -8? Divide. No, it's hooked to it by what? Multiplication. What undoes multiplication? Division. So I need to divide both sides by -8 or -8. So I get x is equal to, what's a positive divided by a negative? Negative. Okay. Will 14/8 reduce? Yeah, what is 14 and 8 both divisible by? 2. And 2 into 14 is 7. And 2 into 8 is 4. So my answer is -7/4. Questions? Okay. Let's go one more step on this. Here is one that I want you to give a try. It says that you've got 10x minus 4 minus is equal to 7x plus 14. Give that a try, please, and then check against your neighbor. Okay, let's see how far you got. The magic questions are there any parentheses? No. Any like terms on the left of the equal? No. On the right of the equal? No. What side is the variable on? Both sides. We need the variable all on one side. And remember we talked before the test, after the test on Monday night, that a lot of times it's best to try to eliminate the smaller variable. I said it really doesn't matter which variable you move or eliminate. It really doesn't matter. But a lot of people find it easier to eliminate the smaller one. And so we're going to do that tonight. Which variable is smaller, 10x or 7x? 7x. Now, is that a plus 7x over there on the right, or is that a minus 7x over there on the right? It's a plus 7x. So to eliminate it, we need the opposite of it. What is the opposite of a plus 7x? Minus 7x, right? And I want to minus 7x to both sides. And it's okay if you write it like this. We're going to minus 7x over here. I have to also minus 7x on this side. I need to minus it on both sides. So, looking on the left, 10x minus 7x leaves me with 3x. But don't forget to bring down that minus 4 that's over there on the left. Now, over here on the right, 7x minus 7x went to 0, and it left me with 14. Questions? Now, what side is the variable on? Left. Is there anything added or subtracted to the variable?
Yes.
What? Minus 4, subtracted. What undoes subtraction? Addition. So what am I going to add to both sides? 4. So I'm going to add 4 on the left. I have to add 4 on the right. Bring that equal down and clean it up. We've got a 3x minus 4 plus 4 went to 0. And then over on the right, 14 and 4 gives me 18. Okay? Now, is the x by itself? No. What's attached to the x? A 3 by multiplication. What's going to unhook that 3 by multiplication? Division by 3, exactly. So dividing by 3, I get x is equal to 6. And if you want to be 100% certain that was the answer, what would you have to do? Plug it in and check it. Are there questions on this one? Okay. Please get out your consecutive integer notes.